A Quiet Place 2. Okay. So, A Quiet Place 2 is a direct sequel slash roughly around 10-minute prequel to the first A Quiet Place movie from 2018, which sees the Abbott family led by Emily Blunt forced to leave the confines and comforts of their home, aimlessly venturing unknown and unsafe territory, completely removed from the safety, agoraphobic existence of their home in the first A Quiet Place. Okay. So just to recap on the first A Quiet Place movie from 2018, I thought it was just an okay, fairly watchable horror movie, but way overrated and overhyped. When I first saw the trailer to this sequel way back in February 2020, bearing in mind that this movie was supposed to be released in March 2020, but put on hold due to COVID-19, I was hugely intrigued. But oh my god, this has to be the most intense, holding my breath and then forgetting to breathe, gripping onto the arms of the chair. Seriously, the intensity is just unbearable. You become so engrossed with this movie, you honestly, genuinely believe that you yourself are actually in this movie. Seriously, there are moments in this movie that I genuinely thought I was going to explode. Oh my god, what a sequel. What makes this movie so unbearably intense is that we've already bonded with the Abbott family in the first A Quiet Place. Now in the sequel, as they venture into unknown, unfamiliar territory, it's like watching them trek through a minefield, us the viewers holding our breath, because it's like watching a mouse approaching a mousetrap. Your heart is in your mouth. The amount of things that potentially can go wrong is just unbearable. The prequel scenes, which take us back to day one of the apocalypse, is also brilliant. In the first A Quiet Place, I thought that the man-eating monsters were very fake, CGI'd, but in the sequel we get a full-on profile of them, and in the sequel they are believable and look extremely real. Us the viewers genuinely believe that these man-eating monsters are the real McCoy, and the reason why this movie works so brilliantly is because of its characters being placed in such jeopardy. The deaf girl played by Millicent Simmons, if you thought that she was brilliant in the first movie, I promise you, oh my god, you ain't seen nothing yet. She is just phenomenal. And the chemistry between her and Cillian Murphy as they go on this botched, ill-prepared minefield journey is just utterly bewildering. And because she is deaf, sometimes this movie places us the viewers into her world where we too have no sound as well, and realise just how much way more in jeopardy she is not being able to hear, with us the viewers screaming at her on the big screen, "It's behind you!" Emily Blunt ups the stakes in the sequel, and thrown into the equation is Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy is just off the Richter scale, especially when in the vicinity of and face to face with those man-eating monsters. The look of utter horror and disbelief terror on his face is just staggering. It would be recommended that you watch the first A Quiet Place movie from 2018 before watching the sequel. A Quiet Place movie demands to be seen at the cinema. 10 out of 10.